So we're about an hour and a half northwest of Des Moines in Jefferson, Iowa. Ted Cruz is right there. He just wrapped up his rally, his speech. And of course, this is his base, the super white, super rural.
I have to say one thing. It's nice to know that we're going to have a president that understands where the common folks come from, like myself.
This is the Ted Cruz car, I guess. See the crystal with the American Eagle. Everything's patriotic on here, right? So we got the Statue of Liberty. We have red, white, and blue flowers, red, white, and blue cowboy boots. Is there anything more American than a cowboy boot?
And it's nice to know that he's going to do away with everything that Barack Obama done.
Truth, it's the new hate speech. That's what it says. Oh, that is quite a nice switcheroo. Truth, it's the new hate speech. Can I ask you how long it took you to do all this?
I started this in December 2005.
Really?
Yeah.
You've been a Ted Cruz fan all this time?
No, I've been a Liberty fan all this time.
There you go. And I expected his speech to be religious, but it was overly religious. He started the speech out with an overly exaggerated "God bless Iowa." He went on to talk about how our rights don't come from men, they come from our Creator, and he really hammered on the religion and everything coming from our Creator and not from man. Another surprising thing in his speech was that he kept twice, he referred to how Republicans hate him, but they hated Ronald Reagan more. And he said it was because Ronald Reagan challenged the establishment.
Russia and Iran, openly laughing at and mocking the President of the United States.
Their questions were interesting because they didn't have questions about health care. They didn't have questions about the economy because they're retired and they have Social Security and Medicare. Their questions kind of revealed that they didn't really have any concerns. Their big concerns was Gitmo, impeaching Barack Obama, and indicting Hillary Clinton. Those were the three concerns that the crowd had. He took a couple of questions. Those were the three that stood out. They were all pretty much in the same vein. Nothing had anything to do with actual policy and moving us forward. They wanted to know if he would pardon the terrorists in Oregon. That was another question. Would you pardon them? These are the questions he was getting in Jefferson the day of the caucus. These are the things that are on their mind here in Iowa, anyway, at a Ted Cruz rally. These are the things that are on their minds. Nothing that's really going to affect them. Some people say that he's taken $36 million from 4 super donors, and yet he's going to represent the people. What do you say to that?
I tend to disagree with that. I don't think that Ted Cruz would actually do that. Because to me, Ted Cruz is more honest. He's one of the most honest people I've ever met. If he was going to do that, don't you think it would be as big a scandal as what the Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton scandal was?
So he takes super PAC money. Does any of that bother you? A little?
You know what? Somebody has to pay for media somehow.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know, I think it's pretty desperate, though. Just about everybody borrows some money from a bank to buy a house. You know, to borrow money from a bank, that doesn't make you owned by the bank now, does it?
Oh, okay. All right. All right, thank you very
And
much.
especially when you paid it off with your own assets. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Versus government money. There's no government money here, by the way. Nobody's paying me anything to do anything. I'm a ticked-off grandma from Kentucky.
He talked about ripping up the Iran deal and Obamacare, which the crowd really seemed to enjoy. Does he have a plan to replace Obamacare?
I think he does. And it's going to be a lot better one than what Obama has.